Scorpios are really not playing around anymore. I've never seen you like this. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, the Chariot. If a person is not serious about getting to know somebody else, if you're not serious about getting to know you, you're going to be serious about getting to know other people. You're going to ask them questions. You're going to want to find out about them. If they're not serious, they got to get out of your life fast. And you're going to push them out the door if you have to. And what I mean by that is the Queen of Cups. You Scorpios being okay with being by yourselves, being single. Understanding, finally beginning to understand your worth. The Six of Wands. And if a person doesn't want to be with you, if they want to come up with all these types of stupid excuses as to why they can't be with you, it's fine. It is what it is. The Chariot. You're going to continue to ask people questions to find out where their head is. A person's not just going to be able to sit around you with a bold face on, acting like they're not doing anything. They're just being lackadaisical. They're just doing all this ripping and running around. But they're living up off you. They're not going to be able to do that. A lot of you Scorpios are going to be, you're not going to give them such an easy time. And it's not that you Scorpios are meaning to do it. It's just that you Scorpios are looking for people who have value. All of that nonsense about having somebody be able to sit around you and wait and do nothing while you just give and give and give, and all they do is take and take and take. That's y'all. A lot of y'all Scorpios, a lot of y'all Scorpios took what it is that I was talking about, and then you ran with it. You took what I was saying when I said that you didn't have to be so tricky to deal with, and some of you Scorpios ran with it, and a lot of y'all thought that it means that you shouldn't have common sense and you shouldn't value your time. That's not what it is that I was meaning when I said that. So I just see a lot of you Scorpios being like, okay, people are trying to take advantage of me, so I can't allow people to take advantage of me, so I've got to step my game up. That's how a lot of you Scorpios are looking at it. And now you Scorpios are starting to realize that you're going to have a good mix of the two, which is great. That's exactly what it is I was intending on talking about at the first time when I started to tell you Scorpios about that. Yeah, you Scorpios do not have to play those games. But at the same time, what all it is that you Scorpios need to do is start valuing yourselves and valuing your time better. And one of the ways on how you do that is the Chariot. Stop playing. Stop making sure, right? Stop playing with people that are stupid and all they want to do is be dysfunctional, waste your time. If the person is a waste of time, all right, okay, you got to get out of here. Nah, you got to get out of here. Bye. Now, I'm not asking you if you're going to leave my house. No, I'm telling you, you're going to leave my house. And that's the same type of way that you got to treat people. When you're interacting with them, when you're getting to know them, and they're giving you too much of a runaround, that's a dub. How long should you Scorpios sit around and wait for them to get it together? And there's no guarantees as to when they're going to be able to get it together, and they're not even willing to try. Yeah, that's a dub. And I see a lot of you Scorpios finally being like that too. The Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords represent you Scorpios being ready for anything, as you should. The Queen of Swords represents you being ready, right? You being prepared. The Ace of Swords represents not trying to chase after people who don't want to work with you. And that's the best thing that you could do. A lot of times people wonder, well, what's up in XYZ? Like I said before, Scorpio, treat the people who you are trying to date like adults. Treat them like adults. Treat them like they deserve respect, because they do. But then at the same time, understand that as you are treating them like an adult, that's what you're doing. An adult is supposed to understand certain things, How are you going to be an adult and they're wasting your time flaking on you or acting like they're going to do something when they don't, but they're supposed to be an adult though, which means that you're supposed to treat them like that. So if they're going to act like they are dysfunctional like that, guess what? That's a dub, because they already showing you. They're already showing you that they flaking on you, which means that those people are not really meant to be trusted, because they already showed you that they'll flake on you. And it's early in the relationship. It's early. You just now getting around to get to know them and they already flaking. It's a dub. And it's stupid of you Scorpios to sit around trying to chase up after them. Nope. When they decide that they want to play these stupid games, waste your time, let them waste their own time, just not with you. So guess what you do? You dub them. You're like, all right, it is what it is. You ain't even got to say anything to them. You could just ghost. You just vanish if they're dysfunctional and crazy like that. Okay? So don't waste a lot of your energy. The Nine of Swords represent, and a lot of you Scorpios may be worried about if this may get some people upset. Yeah, it is going to get some people upset. But that's the point that that's the mind frame that I'm trying to get you Scorpios to understand. Not everybody is going to be okay with you. And that's okay. Because no matter how great you are, there's going to be somebody that's going to have a problem with you. Take a look at Johnny Depp. Take a look at how many people love Johnny Depp. But there's always that one. With Amber Heard, there's always that one. No matter how good of a person you strive to be, no matter how great you strive to be, Scorpios, well-rounded, there's always going to be that person that is going to not like your decision-making, that's going to do everything in their power to talk so badly about you. Guess what? You Scorpios have to understand it's okay. So, because a lot of you are worried about not being liked. It's okay. The devil, all that's going to act is a trap, is a prison, if you allow yourself to think that life is this popularity contest. Do right by the people that you can do right by, but people who are going to try to make it a point to not like you, to not rock with you, let them do that. The Knight of Wands represents, you just understand you got to have thicker skin than that. The Knight of Wands, continue to get to know other people. The King of Wands and the Empress, right, and start upgrading the quality of the people that you are meeting and that you associate yourself with. A person who is a king, a person who is a queen, who understands their value, who respects themselves, they're not going to be sitting around disrespecting you. They're not going to be sitting around disrespecting you. They're going to tell it to you straight up, look, I'm not interested. And they're going to let you go on about your way, instead of trying to occupy so much of your attention and time without actually doing anything about it. So, okay, so let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the King of Wands. That's the Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Page of Swords. That's what I'm talking about. The Temperance, the Seven of Pentacles, you want to interact with somebody who's good for you, who's a good mix with you. Someone who's going to put in effort just like you are. Not someone who's going to just stand back and watch you Scorpios work your hands to the bone, striving to be better, and they're just going to be standing there watching you from the sidelines and wait at the finish and then wait at the finish line whenever it is that you are better off. The Five of Cups, if they're doing that, if you have anybody right now that's doing that, a lot of you Scorpios need to learn to cut those people off right now if they're doing that. The Page of Swords represents how, and like I said, you're going to get a lot of people upset about this. A lot of people are going to be upset at you Scorpios because you're not with them doing your thing. But that's the confusion in it. When you're doing your thing, they don't want to be around you. That's their idea of they don't want to get in your way. That's how they're going to try to flip it. They didn't want to get in your way while you were on your grind. But they act like you Scorpios can't do your work and chew bubblegum at the same time. You can do two things at the same time. Two things in the same sentence can be true. Two or more statements can be true. So what am I saying? I'm saying that that ideology is whack because they're trying to make it seem like they needed to get out of your way. Like people who are going to be jealous, they're gonna look at it like they didn't want to be in your way while you were on the come up. But part of what it is they don't want to wait. They don't want to go through the ups and downs. They trying to flip it like if they didn't do this to you, you wouldn't become the great individual that you would have. And the truth is, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't have. But they could have been there to entice you and encourage you to continue to move forward anyway. Maybe you would have lost some of your steam. But for those people to disrespect you and to leave you and talk trash about you, they didn't have to do all that. And the Page of Swords represent all of those people that tried to make it seem like you are trash. When they hear about your name, when they hear that your name is starting to gain weight, right? Pounds, weight, then they're going to understand, okay, they wish they would have been with you because the Five of Cups represents regret. So let's clarify the Empress. Let's clarify the Empress. The Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, these Roman numerals, the Empress. So we got to draw one more. 10 of Wands. So the Ace of Wands represents, like I said, cutting off anybody that gives you a hard time. Anybody that does not want to give you a chance. Because the person that you built for, the person that is a good mix with you, they're certainly not going to bust your chops every time they get a chance. They're going to want to see you win. They're not going to start talking about how you're useless and you this and that. How do these people expect you to even... And see, that's the stupidity in it. How is it that people are going to expect you to even be basic if your will to go on isn't even there or it's low? They want you to get money, but you can't do so good. Yeah, but how do they expect to get some money and be prosperous if you don't even want to do the job and you're completely unmotivated? That's the stupidity and the confusion in it. But the Page of Pentacles for you Scorpios is about you need to start giving that energy up to somebody that will appreciate it. How will you know if they appreciate it? When they actually return the effort. When they go above and beyond and inconvenience themselves. See, both sides need to start inconveniencing themselves. I'm not saying that they have to go out of their way, but go the extra mile. Again, it's bogus to think that only one side should be going the extra mile while the other side does not go the extra mile. Anytime I see that, oh, it's a dub. Whoa, what? You Scorpios got to be the only one contributing to the relationship, but the other person is not supposed to? Yeah, that's whack. It's whack. The Page of Pentacles, excuse me, the Nine of Pentacles, like I said, make sure they contribute. That's how you know that they're interested. That's one of the ways that you know that they are a catch, is if they contribute. The Ten of Wands represents otherwise. Leave those useless people alone. So a lot of you Scorpios are becoming way more built for this. You're becoming way more patient, and you're starting to develop that eye to differentiate if the person is worthy or if they're not. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Come on in so I can go ahead and keep the show going. I really appreciate all the love. We're at 9,174 subscribers. What? Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.